and this was a difficult challenge for us. Obviously, this has been a tough place for Clemson to win. This is only our second ever, just a tough place to come and win for whatever reason. But proud of our guys, proud of them for bouncing back and coming off an emotional loss last week. They were ready to play, and then I'm also proud of them for handling adversity throughout the game. There was some definite ebbs and flows in the game, as you would expect. You go into somebody else's place. I mean, they got a lot of pride. They had an open date. They were excited to play, and they made some plays. But our guys responded all game long. So just really, really proud of them. We did a lot of good things individually. The big thing I would say is I thought we really grew up defensively in the second half. Got put in some tough situations. We don't make it. I was really ticked off. We didn't make. I don't even know if it was an inch. I think we needed an inch, and we don't make it. But our defense goes out there and responds. But that's why you have a defense. That's why you have an offense. That's why you have special teams. You pick each other up. Defense gave up a couple big plays. Offense went right back there out. That drive right before the half by the offense was a critical drive in the game, in my opinion. So it's good to see the team complimenting each other as the game went, but I cannot say enough about our defense down the stretch. Second half was just huge. Created turnovers, got some key stops, and we played a lot of guys. In particular, really pleased with 26. I thought, here's a guy that hadn't had as much opportunity and been kind of waiting on his chance. He got his opportunity tonight, and he really stepped up big time. Did a great job with his press technique. Did a great job playing the double move. Did a great job with his eyes. Broke on 2 balls. Should have had 2 picks, but obviously made a big one down the stretch. So it was really good to see him do that. New Hopkins set a school record, 197 yards. And really, just not much else you can say. I mean, he's just a phenomenal player, and 10 and that offensive line have something to do with it as well. But he was huge for us. Andre Ellington, 130-something yards rushing, 100 yards in kickoff returns. That was a big part of creating some field position. But I'm gonna tell you, the guy that if there's an MVP, then he's at least the MVP Part A, and that's Jerron Brown. Just absolutely clutch. I mean, just makes clutch play after play after play, and his ability to go up and finish plays is pretty special. Very strong runner, but he had a big touchdown, and then again a huge play to extend the drive late in the game there. I can't say enough about him, but we're excited to get back home in the Valley. Again, proud of the team, big win. Congratulate Boston College. Those guys played their tails off. Got a ton of respect for Coach Spaz. He's really truly one of the good people in this business. Just a good man and a heck of a football coach. Got a lot of respect for Boston College and their program and the way they do things, and for Gene DiFilippo as well. I know he's getting ready to retire. Surprised I haven't seen him yet, but congratulations on his retirement, and just appreciate the way he's always done things in a first-class manner. We've got Georgia Tech this week. It'll be a big challenge for us back in the Valley, but I like where we are right now, 4-1. Just a team that hopefully is going to continue to improve and get better. Also, last thing I would say is it was an honor to be able to wear this patch tonight, the Duchenne muscular dystrophy, and trying to support their cause and finding a cure. It's really kind of hits home with us, especially because Becky Bowman, who runs Vickery Hall for us, a lot of y'all may know or may not know, but she has 3 children, 3 sons, and 2 of them have Duchenne's muscular dystrophy, and it's just a terrible disease. So it's an honor to be able to support that cause and wear this patch and hopefully bring some awareness to a very bad disease. So, but again, great win. Wasn't pretty at times. I'm glad to see our team handle some adversity, find a way to finish it. So we look forward to seeing everybody back at home in the Valley. Any questions?
Third downs on both sides of the ball. You guys converted at a high rate. Kept BC from converting it at a high rate. How big was that?
That's huge, and the thing outside of Florida State last week, we've been really good on third down on both sides. We've been really good in the red zone on both sides. Last week was kind of a different scenario. We weren't quite as good on third down offensively or defensively last week, but to get back 10 of 16 and them to be 5 of 17, I mean that's huge. I mean because you're getting stops. And you can get stops and you can create turnovers. You have a chance to create field position and get the ball back to the playmakers. And that's what we did tonight. It was really great to see how the team played complete, especially in that third quarter, going into the fourth quarter, and respond and step up in a big way.
Is Peters coming in for Robinson? Is that performance-based or injury-based?
No, it was performance-based. Simple as that. He's and listen, and that's one of the things I went and told Darius. Toward the end of the game, I just went over and just talked to him. And first of all, he's nobody's more happy for Gary than Darius, but he's just made some really critical mistakes. Playing outside leverage, you're supposed to be inside leverage. Just really some critical mistakes, and sometimes you just got to go stand on that sideline. But I will tell you this: 21 is a very good football player. I have not lost any faith in him. I believe in him wholeheartedly. But at some point, you got to give somebody else a chance to go out there and play and compete. And it was Gary's chance, and he stepped up and took advantage of it. So 21's got to go back to work. He's got to do what he's coached to do. He's made a lot of plays, but right now he's not playing with a lot of confidence. And we got to get him back dialed in because he is a very, very talented player that's just not playing at a high level for us right now. And it's not that he doesn't want to. Just a little bit of, I think, a little bit of lack of confidence. So we got to do a great job as coaches and getting him back. Because let me tell you, we're going to need him. We're going to need Darius Robinson, and we'll get him back going.
You've had to do without Sammy, obviously, a lot more than you would have liked this year. In one game, Nuke comes out and sets the school record for receptions tonight for receiving yards. Do you feel like he's sort of made the conscious effort to be that number one guy when he needs to?
Yeah, I mean, Nuke's just always there. I mean, he's always there. I mean, he's the most dependable guy we have on this team. He's been here for going on 3 years now, and you guys just think back. I mean, he just made clutch play after clutch play after clutch play after clutch play. I mean, it's you don't even you say, oh, he had 197 yards. It's like, oh, no big deal. I mean, because he just does things that he makes it look so easy. And he had one that didn't count. That was really close. But that's just new. He just is a quiet player, does his job, demands a lot of respect, and it's not like people don't know we're going to throw him the ball. He's just a very difficult guy to defend. He's a relentless competitor, but you got to give a lot of credit to our offensive line too. Those guys, allow Taj to be able to deliver the ball. We had a couple of shots down the field that you had to kind of hold the ball a little bit to set it up. And so credit goes to all those guys. But Nuke Hopkins he's a special player, special.
Were Nuke and some other guys, were they playing through some illness today as well?
No. Is there some rumor going around that we got illness anywhere? No. And Sammy, by the way, he was a little better today, and I'm just real hopeful that his blood work Monday will be back to normal because that was. I know everybody has. It's hard, but the guy practiced Tuesday and Wednesday, and he was kind of sick to his stomach, and comes back over Thursday. Thinks he's going to practice Thursday. They took him to have a little blood work, and it was just out of whack. And really, it was really a scary situation, very scary. And so sounds like they've kind of got things under control. Don't really know what caused it. I mean, I guess we'll find out more when they get all that stuff back. But I don't know if it was some kind of trauma or they think it was probably some viral type of deal. But it was really a scary thing. And again, today he seemed better. Hopefully when we they do some more blood work with the doctor on Monday, everything will be back to normal. But our thoughts are with him. And then Martavis, that was just a freaky thing. very freaky, scary situation with him as well. So we'll get him. He's better. It's just a matter of kind of getting those sutures out and healing up. And then Kalen Davis, pulled his hamstring on Thursday. So it wasn't really a matter of sickness other than this issue with Sandy. Everybody else is in pretty good shape.
How do you mean scary? Well, Sam, scary and what?
It's scary in the way the blood work came back, and a lot of his levels were off. Some of the like the kidney, the creatine levels and the kidney function, a lot of that stuff was not good. And but a lot of things can cause that. I mean, there's a page full of stuff, and so, but they just couldn't. We couldn't. He was hurting in his stomach, and originally they thought that it might be some acid in his stomach that was creating a lot of pain for him. We did everything. We did X-rays on his stomach. We know that he's trying to practice. He's pulling himself out. That's just not Sammy. He's a very, very tough guy. So we finally took him once we kind of ruled everything out and tested him over with the doctor, and that's when we found out, hey, man, he's got a lot of his. I'm not a doctor, but a lot of his levels, I don't know,
You're not a doctor.
are out of whack. And so, it was a scary thing, because I'm thinking he's going to be right back at practice. And next thing you know, they're calling and saying, man, we got a problem here. But again, just really thankful for our medical team, because I think they've gotten things under control. And again, he was much better today. And they do think it was some type of viral something that attacked him, or a result of some kind of trauma, some hit or something. But again, we're happy that he's doing a little better today. So, but there was no way they were going to let him get on that plane yesterday morning and come up here with that situation.
Your decision to go forward on fourth down.
Yeah.
Can you just kind of talk about what your thinking process was there, the risk, reward?
Well, 2 touchdowns on the road, and we needed an inch with, what was it, about 7 minutes to go, maybe? I can't remember what it was, but just, we just knock them out, be done with it. 1 inch. We hadn't had a hard time getting an inch all night, and really, really disappointed in that. That's probably about the most disappointed I've been offensively all year. That particular situation right there. I mean, just no excuse. But defense went out there and got a stop and didn't hesitate. Did a good job.
How about passing on the field goal after when you had the gadget play set up and then you came back and decided not to kick? How come not kick the field goal?
Again, we just playing field position at that point. Really didn't want to give them any type of good field position at all. That was really our decision. I knew it was going to be tight right there, and unfortunately got the delay, so we just went ahead and skied it. And anxious to see I actually thought they called timeout right at the beginning, because I heard a quick whistle. But we were going to look at it, and we may not have run anything. Got delayed, so we decided just to sky it, try to play field position. And we were close. I think, I don't know how close that was. I mean, it looked like it was close to being near to one, but got the touchback.
Anything else? 3 sacks today, some more quarterback pressure.
Yeah.
What did you see from that?
Well, we created some pressure. I thought we were very active up front. They max protect a ton. Oh my goodness! And run a bunch of 1 receiver, 2 receiver, 3 receiver routes with max protection. A lot of double moves and things like that. But I thought our defensive line, and again, we played a lot of people today, and I thought that was key for us down the stretch. That was one of the things I did a poor job last week of having a good rotation. And I thought our guys were pretty fresh in the fourth quarter and created pressure, won some matchups. Just wasn't like we were blitzing them. We won some matchups, and we did bring a pressure or two along the way. We got a little pressure on a corner cat one time. We got pressure on a nice third down play by Brewer. Quandon had a nice sack, but for the most part, we played just better up front in the trenches.
Thanks, Coach.
Okay, guys, thank you. I'll have safe travels.